Hello and welcome to One Player, in which we play some solo tabletop games. Today we are back with Star Realms Frontiers. I had such a good time last time. I just wanted to face another challenge, and today we are facing the dimensional horror. Now last time, if you remember, if you saw the automaton video, the automaton essentially took control of everything and brought it, could use any card it wanted and bring it in as long as it could assimilate it, as long as it had the power to assimilate. This dimensional horror has 4 tentacles reaching from this dimensional wormhole-looking portal here, and it is grabbing cards from the different factions and adding them to tentacles, which are reaching out from its boss challenge card here. And essentially, its power is equal to the longest tentacle. To destroy the tentacle, we have to destroy each card. It doesn't matter if it's a base, if it's an outpost, if it's a whatever, just the number. So that's just the power we have to generate to kill this tentacle. That's it. It's a pretty simple setup, but it's actually really fun, and I'll show you exactly how the boss takes a turn in a minute when we get there. But the boss gets lots of extra little bonuses depending on which faction it manages to capture with its beastly-looking tentacled body here. Awesome. Let's get going. One thing that I got wrong last time is that on a first turn, we only get 3 cards. I forgot to implement that rule. So we're gonna play on an intermediate level again. So we're gonna play our first turn. We're gonna get 1 turn, or we're gonna play the first turn. We're gonna get 1 extra turn, then the boss is gonna begin. So 3 card hand here. I should say, I've dealt these tentacles, you start with 10, and you just deal them into whichever faction they are in. We've obviously laid out the trade row pile here. And if you're familiar, or if you've watched the last video, I won't go into too much detail, but essentially we're getting combat, and we are getting trade, and we can buy things, and we can fight things. So with this, luckily, we can place it down here and gain 1 combat, and luckily the boss does have a card that is only worth 1. So we can destroy this, and that goes from the blue tentacle and just goes into the trash pile over here. Well, we'll take it. We can buy 2, which there's nothing in the trade row to buy, so we'll buy an explorer, and that's going to go into our discard. And so like any good deck builder worth its salt, you know that we can pull a new hand before our next turn, and then when we run out of cards in our deck here, we'll shuffle our discard pile back in to make the next hand. Now we've got 4 trade, and we have another 1 combat, which this time will be useless because we are not able to destroy any of the any of the cards in either tentacles. I'm gonna be saying the word tentacle a lot, so just be prepared for that. Let's see. Should we shell out for this outpost here? I think we probably should. 4 trade. Yeah, I think we definitely should. So that'll go in our discard here, and then what we do here, it is the boss's turn. When the boss takes a turn, they pick up the card furthest from the trade deck in the trade row, and they add it to the tentacle matching the faction. Now, I made a mistake here by picking up this red card, because him getting a red card would have been fine. Getting a green card, not as good, because the boss gains 5 combat every time a green card comes into his possession. So we add that to the green tentacle up here. You can maybe just see it. Let's slide that down just slightly. It's going to look a little cramped, but hopefully you can tell what's going on. So we add it to this. The boss gains 5 combat, and then we slide these over like this, very Ascension-esque, and then we pull the next card. If this is the same faction, then it gets put into the tentacle as well, which this is. So that goes in there, and that carries on until we don't pull a... Oh no. This could be a very short game if my luck goes this way. So until we don't pull a blob card, which we then put in this space here, and now this guy's swinging for 11. So he gained 5 from pulling the green card. Then the longest tentacle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's swinging for 11. I start on 40, so we are down to 29. And that's one heck of a first turn. We're going to need to take this number down a little bit. So let's hope we pull something good here. I need to shuffle and make a full hand of 5 cards. Okay, That's not great because it's not going to allow us to do any damage. Now we've got a choice to make. Do we buy another outpost, another base, or do we buy this but then risk the next card being something that we don't want him to have? Because I don't mind this. So the red, it says when he draws a red card, you put a scout or a viper from your hand on top of your deck. I can deal with that. He pulls a yellow, you have to discard 2 cards. The green, as you just saw, he gains 5 combat. The blue destroys all of your bases, so I'd like to avoid that as well, but if I don't have any bases in play, then he can pull blues all day long, and I don't really mind. So do I risk what's on the top of this deck to go here, or do I just pull it, kind of play it a little more safe and pull this base? This base lets me scrap something and then gain 4, which could be handy. Okay, let's get this. We're gonna play it somewhat safe. I would like this card, but it was blue. That would have been perfect. Dang it. All right, well, hindsight's 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our next hand, and the blue and the boss goes. So we're gonna have to put a scout or a viper from our hand or discard pile on top of our deck. So let's see what's in our hand. I really want this viper card in my hand. So why don't we put a scout from my discard on top of there. And then remember, we're gonna slide and we're gonna pull, and it's blue. All of these cards are blue, so that's okay. That's good for us, I guess, in terms of we don't have any bases out yet, but not so good in terms of they don't really offer a lot in terms of combat. So boss is gonna do 6 damage. His longest tentacle is still sitting at a 6, so we're gonna go down to 23. And then it's our turn. Now we are putting a base out here, which isn't terrible news, but it's, he pulls a blue next turn, it's gonna work against us. Now we have 4 trade to spend. I would probably like to pull this card because it's the only thing with combat in the entire row, and really that's what I need. That's what I'm lacking, I think, in my deck so far. A lot like the automatons, we're really just going all out attack. Let's see. It's a red. That's not so bad. Okay, so we did that. Played these. We've got 3 combat, so we'll definitely take this out of the blob tentacle. See this card, 3 cost here, so we can destroy it. And so we'll take him down to 5 on his longest tentacle, and that feels more manageable. We'll pull another hand, and then for the boss's turn, he's going to gain that red card. So again, we're going to have to pull... Well, actually, this is kind of sucky because we're going to have to put something out of our hand, which I guess will be this scout. So we'll put that back on our... Because we're taking this, adding it to the red tentacle, sliding over. I always forget when I slide and when I don't. And we're pulling a yellow, so we'll put that in, and that's good. So the boss is going to do 5 damage to us, which takes us to 18. Holy smokes, I'm not feeling great about this turn, guys. He really just got so quick out into like high single-digit damage, especially with that gaining 5. That was huge. Let's see. We'll play this, and we'll scrap a card in our hand because we want to gain that 4, I think. We definitely do. He's also got very lucky in terms of his cards that he's drawn, because these are all so high. Like, he's got 1 2 card, and all the rest are 3. I would like to like take out like 2 2 cards with 4, and that would be fine, but I cannot. So if I scrap one of these, it means I can't buy anything, but I will be able to take out 2 cards, which kind of feels quite imperative at this moment in time because I'm only on 18 health. So let's scrap this. I can't buy anything, but I will do 5 damage. And I think what we'll do is we'll take a 2 and a 3 from here, maybe? As long as tentacle is 4, which again still feels not so bad. Now, he's gonna pull the gate ship, which means that we add that here, and then we have to destroy all our bases, which sucks. We slide, and if this is a blue, he adds it, but it is not. And he does 4 damage this time, so we're down to 14. This might be the quickest ever game of Star Realms Frontiers, if I lose in the next couple of turns. All right, we've got another guy, another base here, so that's cool. It's only giving us 2, but that means we've got 3. So I'll destroy this, and he's only gonna do, he'll still do 4 damage next turn because he's gonna get this into here. Well, anyway, we'll get rid of this blob card. Get out of there. Okay, we're getting him down to a more manageable level at least now. So we've done 3 combat, and we have 3 trade to spend. So what are we gonna buy? We're gonna buy a builder bot. Kind of useless. This is also kind of crummy. This is cost us 2. If you have 2 or more bases in play, gain 4 authority and draw a card, which is cool and all, but the chances of me having 2 or more bases in play are pretty slim, given that I think I've only got 3 in my deck total, and he's gonna be drawing blue cards for the foreseeable future. Let's do it. Let's get both of these cards, and the only reason I say that is because this, with the ally, I might be able to add some extra with the ally ability here. So both, remember when I play 2 red cards, I get the ally abilities on those red cards. So let's do that. We're gonna replace those. Oh my god, it's another blue and another red. I want some of these green cards that are doing so much damage. He was doing so much damage with. Okay, boss turn. We're gonna move this into here. We're gonna slide, and if it's a blue, we add. It's a green, and I did get a green card, so that's nice. I will probably. It's funny that it's only an ally that gives us the combat though, so I really need more green cards. What did he just pull? A blue, so I'm gonna have to scrap this. Or not scrap it, destroy it. That's an important definition difference. So he's gonna do 4 damage because he has 4 in this tentacle currently. So we are down to 10. Oh my gosh, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 cards left. Okay, finally we got something with some combat here. So that's 4 and 3 authority back. That was a good card to buy. I feel good about that. Now I have 5 available to buy. They're all bases. If we're gonna go bases, we're gonna have to probably find something that's doing some combat. So let's do this. This is gonna be a waste unless this is a 1, which it isn't. So we'll make another deck. And this is, the boss turn at least is gonna be fine because he's gonna destroy a lot of bases of which we don't have any. However, because we didn't do any combat that turn, he's back up to 5. So we're gonna slide this. Ooh, this is what I want. These are all bases. This is such a strange draw. But this is what I want. Look at that, 5 combat and 4 if it's an ally. That's really, really what I want because I need to start getting some synergy up in this piece. He's gonna do another 5 damage to us, which takes us down to 8. I don't know what we're gonna be able to pull out to. Oh my gosh. Well, this might be the turning point because this is such a terrible hand at this point that I don't know what to say. I'm gaining 7. I guess, curse of the commentator, I did say I wanted this, so we'll gain 7 and buy it, but we're really just leaving ourselves quite open to destruction here. Another blue card, so he's gonna do 6 damage. We're gonna slide these along. Oh my gosh, all right, at least we got some. These could have been useful for me like 3 turns ago when I was supposed to buy the things that did a lot of damage. He's doing 6, which takes me down to 2 authority, and if this isn't something amazing, I don't know what's gonna happen. So we've got this here, which is an outpost, so that's good. It means we're gonna have to play a little tactically and buy this because we don't want him to destroy our base, right? So we're gonna buy the blue card, hope this isn't blue. It's not, so that's good. We're buying the blue card, and then we've got 2 left over and 1 combat. So we're gonna buy both of these stingers, red, yellow, and then we're gonna do 4 total combat, which at least I can take away 1 of these. He's still got all such powerful cards. There's no like 1s or 2s in here, which I can do like multiple. Gonna take away multiple pieces of the tentacle. I'm just chopping off 1 card at a time. So we've got an outpost in play. That's at least helpful because he'll destroy it, but he won't do as much damage. Maybe I'll be down on 1-1. Let's see. So he's gonna take this. We're gonna slide. It's not yellow, so we don't add it. He's going to do 5 damage, 4 of which is going to hit our outpost, and then 1 of which is going to hit us, so we are on 1 health. So again, this better be a really darn lucky hand. Oh, it was pretty lucky. Okay, let's see what we've got here, because it's a lot. All right, this might, if I pull this off, I don't know, but we've got a conversion yard, which we can scrap a card in our hand and gain 4. We're definitely going to do that. Sorry, Scout, but it's not your time. So we'll scrap that Scout. We've got 4. We're gaining another 4 and 3 authority. That takes us back up to 4. Goodbye. We've got another outpost. So we've got 2 outposts totaling 9 defense, which is pretty great. And that's giving us another 4 combat. And then we've got 2 combat with which, or sorry, 2 trade with which I think we're going to buy this and guess this. So those will go in our discard. And that means we've got 4, 8, 12 combat. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I think really right now it's all about taking out as many of his cards as possible. So let's see what we can do. We could do 3. We could do 4 3s. That'd leave him with 3 3-length tentacles. We don't have 3 4s, so that's less useful. And if we did 5s, we don't have any 2. Yeah, okay, that's what we have to do. We have to be as efficient as possible here. So we're taking out 4 cards with that 12. So that is a really good hand, which might have saved our bacon. The bonus was that we added some authority to it as well. So that's going there. I may scrap a card in my discard pile. I don't know if I want to do that, to be honest. I've already scrapped quite a few scouts. I think I've scrapped 3 maybe? All right, we won't take advantage of that. Okay, now it is the boss's turn. So he's gonna pull a red, but I need to make a new hand before the next turn. So that's kind of tough because now we're gonna have 4 cards. Unless none of them are scouts or vipers, which I guess would be possible. 1 for my next hand, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. 3, 6, another 12. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. We're gonna scoot. I'm gonna pull, oh Christ. Okay, and then, okay, just that. At least it's a 1. I mean, at least it's a 1 card. Oh, you can't see these, but there's a 6, 8, and a 5 up here. We've got a 7, a 5, and an 8 up here. A 6, a 4, and a 4 here. So at least we've got a 1 that we can maybe knock out somehow. And then he's gonna do 3 damage, which doesn't get past our outpost because we've got an outpost of 4 and an outpost of 5. So it doesn't do anything, which is fantastic. Now, the only trouble is that next turn, he is going to pull this nesting ground. Now, there's nothing I can do about that because now I don't have anything in my hand that is going to give us any trade with which to purchase it. I could scrap both of my stingers in order to buy this, but honestly, I don't think I want to give up the ability to give him 12 damage again. Plus the, oh yeah, I mean, it's just, there's a huge amount of damage to be done here. I don't think I want to do that. Do I want to scrap a card in my hand and gain 4? Probably. I want to hit him for as much as possible, if I'm honest. And then what, the total, the biggest he's going to do is like 8. Right, no, he'll do 9, which will kill both my bases. Oh, that makes me feel anxious. I'm in a dilemma. Do we allow him to do this? He's going to have 4 plus 5. Oh, but wait. We can take out some of these cards, but it won't necessarily be 4, so he won't be able to get both the bases. Okay, dilemma over. So, can we purchase anything with these? No. Okay, so we're going to buy an Explorer. Oh, wait, but we need to scrap those. Never mind. We're gonna scrap one of these to get 4. We're gonna mulligan this. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 12. That's 21 damage. We are swinging big for this guy. Now we need to be tactical and say we want to get rid of at least one of these, if not even more, to be honest. So if we do 5 and 7. That's 12, plus maybe 21. We're getting rid of 5 of his cards here. Right, 5, 7, 8, 9, 21. My math is correct. And that means that even if he pulls one of these and then another blob, he'll still have a 3 tentacle. All right, that was a good hand. Now the boss is gonna take this card, add it to his blob tentacle, and then we're gonna pray this isn't a green, which it isn't, so that's great. And then he is only gonna do 3 damage, which again, won't get past our outpost. Whew, we are clinging on with the skin of our teeth here. Oh yes, this is great. I got another outpost. So all these bases are actually coming in handy. We're just like stacking our defenses and getting a crap ton of combat while we do it. We're gonna play this, draw a card, then discard a card. Oh, look at that. Thank you. We're gonna discard this builder bot because whatever. Because we're still gonna gain 2 trade from this because of the ally ability. So that's cool. Oh, I really would have liked to get this card though. Well, whatever. We'll get it next time. I can scrap this Viper and gain 4 with my conversion yard, which I think I will do again, because that has just been a really nice, handy tactic. We're gaining another 4 here. We gain 2 here, so we're going to get... Now the orbital shuttle becomes attractive, because I have got a lot of bases in play. If I have 2 more bases in play, gain 4 and draw a card. So I will do that. Buy that with these 2. Let's figure out how much combat I have. So I have 4 from this because I scrapped the card, 4 from this because the ally card is this red base that's already in play. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 4 is 18. Before I do that, I need to remember to put through authority. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 18 combat. And again, we want to be strategic about this. So... is there a way that we can get rid of 8, 12, 18 like that? And then he'll be doing 2 damage. I'm kind of like hitting all the tentacles at once here, which I think is a good plan. Boss turn. This is going well. These outposts have saved me because he can't get past them now that his tentacles have been chopped. So we've got this one, another... green, which is not a red, so that's great. He's gonna do damage of 2, which cannot get past the outposts. Oh boy, this is going okay. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We pulled this back from the brink of disaster, I swear. Now look at this. We need to get this blob card out of here. If you have 2 more bases in play, gain 4, and draw a card. So we're back up to 11. We're gonna draw a card, which is another outpost, siege fortress. And we're gonna definitely play that. That's gonna give us 5. And then we've got 7 trade, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what are we gonna buy with that? Oh yeah, I just said we're gonna buy this. So let's buy that and then let's see what it replaces it with. Patrol boat, which I don't want him to have that because it's going to destroy all of our bases. So let's definitely buy that as well. That leaves us with only 1. And then hope this is... okay, he's going to destroy our bases, but that's okay. That's okay. It could be worse. I should have put these in my discard because that's confusing. These are now done. And we've got 9 combat. So what do we do here? Do we do 6 and a 3? He's always going to be doing at least 2 next turn. Let's do 6 and a 3, because then at least I'm taking away a higher number. I don't know, I'm not really sure on that tactic. The boss is going to pull this blue card, and all of our bases are going to belong to him. We're going to slide and pull the next card, which is a green. Okay, this is going to be the way we win the game, I think, if we can pick this up. And then he is going to do 2 damage to us. Unfortunately, we no longer have any bases or outposts, so that is going to take us down to 9 health again. But we have been worse in this game. We have been worse. I never remember to make my hand before starting the boss turn. But there you go. Let's see what we've got. Oh, this Crusher is going to be good. We've got 10 combat right off the bat. We're gaining a decent amount of authority too, and then we've got some trade as well. So let's plan this out, shall we? But because we've got 2 blue cards in play, we're going to get the ally ability, which is this authority. So let's just do that first. We're going to gain 5 authority, so that takes us up to back up to 14. We are going to gain 10 combat. This is a 6 and this is a 4, so we've got 10 to dole out, which I think will be these 2, right? A 4 and a 6. So let's do that first. And then we've got 5, 6 trade with which to buy. Do we buy the Blob Alpha? I think we probably do. 10 combat could end. Well, we've got a whole deck to go through, so I'm actually probably not going to see that card before the end of the game. Or we buy these 2 and have some more bases. I don't know what the best thing to do is. I just like this card. I mean, look at it. It's a giant angry fish. I mean, who wouldn't want to? I guess who would want to come across that in the depths of space? Boss turn. He's going to pull this yellow card. We're going to slide and deal him another yellow card. So he's back up to 3. Crumbs. Okay, he's going to do us 3 damage, so we're down to 11. And once again, I forgot to do the thing, even after talking about it. Forgot to draw my hand. All right, at least we've got a base back in play. Now, I don't have any combat unless I scrap something. So I think I'm going to have to, because however much I'd like to have 6 trade to buy these 2 or these 2. Oh, I forgot, rewind slightly. He pulled a yellow last turn, which means I had to discard 2 of these cards anyway. So maybe the conversations we've done for us, because we're not. Well, I suppose I will. I don't think I've got a choice. So I am gonna do this. I'm gonna discard I'm gonna scrap the scout, gain 4 combat, gain 3 trade, buy the spike cluster. I buy the spike cluster, place it with the repair mech. I do 4 combat, which means that I can take out. Oh, I can't. Look, see, now he's got some low cards, so I can take out a 2 and a 1. And now he's got a 5, a 5, and an 8. If you can see that up there, I'll bring this down slightly. There we go. So he's got 5 and a 5 and an 8 tentacle. He's gonna pull a blue, so that means that I have to scrap my base, and then he's gonna pull green. So that's good because he's not gonna add anything else. He's going to do 2 damage, which takes me back down to 9. We're really just hovering around this like high single, low double digits here. Pull my hand, and oh, you beauty. Let's see what we've got. We've got a Siege Fortress. We happen to have 2 yellow cards, which means we're going to pick up that ally benefit. Do we have another red card? Yes, we sure do. So we're going to pick up that ally benefit as well. So what are we working with here? If we've got 2 or more bases in play, actually I do. Gain 4, so we're going to go back up to 13 and draw a card. We will. Frontier Hawk, draw a card, then discard a card. So let's just keep this in our hand. Draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, it's a Build-A-Bot, so I guess we'll just discard that. And now what the heck are we doing? So let's count our trade first. We've got 1, 2, because we've got the ally. Oops, you can't see that. I've got a red here and a red here. So we've got 2 because we've got the ally. Plus 3, that's 5. Should we take this away from him? So we don't have to discard next turn? Although it could be worse. Though we've got a massive amount of outposts. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to take this, buy that for 4. Hope that this isn't. Oh, crap. It's going to make us destroy all of our bases. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have risked it. It wasn't worth it. I would have rather discarded 2 cards and lose all of my bases. That's the last time I'd take a chance on that. Why have all the good cards only been here? How has that happened? We're going to do that. We've got 1 trade left, which we can't do anything with, so let's put these over here. And let's counterbar combat. So we've got 4, 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Well, I think it's just time to take these 3 cards out, isn't it? So we're losing 1 combat, but we've got rid of 3 of his 4 cards. So that's fine by me. We'll put this in here. We'll draw a hand because I remembered just now to do that. That's our hand. And then the boss is going to pull the Ion Station. We're going to slide. And the Federation Cruiser. Oh, get out of here. And the battleship. And destroy all my bases. What are the chances of that? So now he's going to do 3 damage, because he's got 3 tentacle, and we're back to square... Not quite square one, but we're bloody close. This is it, I think. No, it's not. We're going to gain 3 authority, so we're going to go back up to 13. Screw you. We're going to gain 1 trade, which we can't do anything with. We're going to gain 4, 5. And these 2 stingers keep coming up together, which is amazing. So we're going to gain 17. So I mean, I think we just do this, don't we? Just take all those out. All of those cards you just pulled. Done. 4, 5. Plus 12, yeah. 17. Excellent work. All right, well, we did get through the deck, so let's shuffle it up. Boss is going to pull this red card, so we're going to have to put a scout or a viper from our hand onto the top of our deck. And let's hope this isn't a red. Oh my gosh, it is a red, so his tentacle is back to growing again. I like this boss. I think this boss is actually a lot of fun. This is my hand, 3, 4, 5. We've got to put a scout or a viper. Let's put the scout back on top of the deck. And then he's going to do 2 damage, which takes us down to 11. Now let's see what we've got. We've got a 2 and a 3 for trade. What do we want to buy? Do we want to buy some all-out attack cards? Probably. This makes him discard a card, which I think Mace has gained 3 combat, so I think this is actually the one to buy. That's 2, and I did say I wasn't going to buy that anymore because what if it's something good? So I won't do that. I won't make that mistake again. I'll just buy another one of these. That's my trade done, and then we've got 4 combat, which will take out this 4 card. Okay, and then it is the boss's turn, which will do this. Oops, wait, slide. It's not red, so that's good. I need to put a scout or a viper back on top of my deck. So it'll be that scout that I just put on top of my deck before. And then he's going to do another 2 damage, so it takes me back down to 9. Can't land the finishing blow, partly because he's got this giant 8 card up here, and partly just because I haven't got luck. Oh, speak too soon. I forgot about you. Well, well, well. This could be it. We're getting 5 authority because we've got that blue ally card, so we're back up above 10 to 14. I can scrap a card on my discard pile if I so desire, but I don't really care to. I've got 4 to spend, so I think I'll just probably buy this, because why not? So that goes in there. And then, so that's my trade. And then I've got 14. Oh, it's still not enough. Wait. No, it is. Of course it is. I've got 14. 8, 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Get done. That's great. Dimensional horror. We've battered him. We've battered his tentacles away, back into the wormhole. You're over. You're done. You're finished, demolished, whatever you want to say, back into your dimensional horror hole. And we are victorious. We've all worked together, all 4 factions. I think we made a pretty good go of that. I honestly thought when we got down to 2 health, I thought we were done. The fact that we were able to fight our way back to finish on 14, which I think we were at like the 3rd turn or something crazy. I feel quite proud. I hope I haven't made any mistakes in there, because if I did, I won't let it ruin it entirely, but I really hope it didn't. I know that maybe I missed a discard, a yellow discard back there. I don't remember. Well, that's it for me. Dimensional horror dealt with. We're done. We've got the automatons. We've got the dimensional horror. There's 6 more to go. I'll just carry on doing these, periodically. If you want to see more, if you want to see any specific challenges from the game, do let me know. Let me drop a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a like. And if you want to see more, well, hit subscribe. What are you waiting for? That is going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. And, well, until next time, I will see you later.